What do you think of Stencyl versus GameSalad versus Gamemaker Studio?
One of the benefits of Gamemaker Studio is that it is very simple for things people think should be simple, like picking out animations and sound files.
Considering all these tools, or the game development engines for those who do not code, that's a strong plus.
Gamemaker skips the need to manage memory and threads. Gamemaker debugging for anything else is tricky.
Other game development engines talk about letting you alter those parameters, but then do not have the free tech support to fix it.
Gamemaker uses GML as its programming language, and it is not hard to learn. Depending on the Gamemaker version you get, you can publish for PC gaming, iPhones, Androids and even the web.
So why are you not just endorsing Gamemaker?
One of the cons of Gamemaker is the price. And Gamemaker is arguably harder to use.
What do you think of GameSalad and Stencyl?
GameSalad is probably cheapest. It is around $300 one time to buy for most people, less than that if you can prove you are a student.
I suppose Khan Academy does not count as being a student.
One of the benefits of GameSalad is that the fee is once and done. Stencyl charges an annual fee to keep using it.
I'd say look at the lifetime costs, but I do not think we should project any game engine's life ahead, more than the next version. How do they rate on functions today?
Stencyl has a better user interface than GameSalad. Stencyl has a great code view too.
I cannot code, so that point is moot. What is the difference in support and user bases?
GameSalad seems to be targeted toward iOS, both in gaming and development communities. The end result is prettier games, with simple gameplay.
And what about Stencyl?
Stencyl is more Windows-heavy, in the user base and gaming community. It also has a lot more indie games, but you get more strategy and complex concepts too.
I think that's the label indie likes.
It certainly sounds better than does not play well with others, so sits at a PC making games for others to play.
What else do you think I need to take into account?
Stencyl cannot use SWF animations on its own, so you have to use a third-party app for that. Make the actors or frames too big, and the actor just disappears.
Everything has its bugs.
At least Gamemaker Studio has been around long enough to have several iterations, and thus fewer bugs than average.